Let's do it. It's weather for Weather Geeks time. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday evening, the 17th, 18th day of April. I think it's the 18th. Yeah, it's tax day today. Tax day a little late this year, thanks to the holiday and the weekend. So hopefully you filed in time. All right, as we go into beyond tax day and into the second half of April, all sorts of interesting weather to talk about. So let's get right to it and do a little review of today, and we'll do that in time-lapse fashion here. This is about 11 hours of footage in about 11 seconds from our camera in Niles. Boy, just a gorgeous day today. It was just splendid. Lots and lots of sunshine. And as we got into the afternoon, not only do we have some cirrus, but a few popcorn cumulus mixed in as well. So all in all, boy, it's hard to find many complaints about today. Just absolutely fantastic outside with great visibility and low humidity as well. It's too bad we can't keep this up for a whole lot longer. Let's take a look at the big picture this evening. This is a look at today's numbers. We did hit 70 officially at the airport today. The average is 60, so we were 10 better than that. 87 the record back in that warm April of 1976, and the record low on this date was set in 1983 at 23 degrees. 13 hours and 27 minutes of daylight today. We're picking up still over two minutes worth of daylight per day now. It's been a dry month so far. We're in 102nd place on the list of wettest Aprils. It would probably be better if I put us on the list of driest Aprils so far. And 8th warmest. If April ended today, it would be the 8th warmest on record here in Youngstown. So it's been of course a warm month today included. All right, as we take a look across the country this evening, our weather remains pretty quiet. We have a low pressure system moving through the upper Midwest. We have this big curly Q off the coast of the Northwest. This system is what's going to bring us some clouds tomorrow. This system across the Intermountain West is what will track our way Thursday into Thursday night and usher in the cooler weather for Friday. All right, so let's take a look at our in-house computer model here for tomorrow. It's going to be a noticeably cloudier day tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to rain much. Now, I think some places are going to get a passing shower. I doubt there's any thunder during the daylight hours. I think the chance is pretty small. Here's 8 o'clock in the morning. Go towards late afternoon and especially into the evening, though. Some of the modeling has gotten a little more interesting today, dropping this boundary a little farther to the south before it kind of washes out. And the result is the model's blowing up a cluster of showers and thunderstorms right around 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. So that's been a development on the modeling today. So we've upped our chances for rain in the hour-by-hour forecast at the end of the day tomorrow, but notice the chances are pretty low all day. We're talking a 30% chance each hour that you get a passing shower in your backyard, but the chances do ramp up as we head towards sunset and deeper into tomorrow evening. So it looks like it'll rain for a few hours. What about heavier storms? What about severe weather? This is the Day 2 severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, a part of NOAA and the National Weather Service. We are not in any sort of, risk category here other than general thunderstorms. The low risk in the darker green is off to our west. Now, I guess I wouldn't be totally shocked if they expanded this a little farther to the east in their next update overnight for Day 2. But right now, they do not have us in that risk category here locally. But still, there could be a heavier storm and some thunder and lightning and some hard rain for a time in parts of the region tomorrow evening. So round number 1 goes away. And then Thursday is an interesting day. It's going to be a very warm day. Warm front's going to roll through in the morning. There could be a passing shower with that at the start of Thursday, but then I think we get firmly into the warm sector. And just about all of Thursday afternoon should be dry. And in fact, we'll see some sun. We're going to get into this very summer-like air that's going to be in place across the region Thursday afternoon. Now, how much sun we see will be an important factor to how feisty thunderstorms could get as we head into the evening. Here's the general timing on the storms. Kind of the same time as tomorrow evening, maybe a little bit later, maybe more 9, 10, at the latest 11 o'clock Thursday evening, along and ahead of our cold front, showers and storms rolling through. Now, these are not rolling through at the warmest, most unstable time of the day, but the air mass will still be pretty warm and even modestly humid for April, so these storms could pack a punch, and then in the wake of that, we really cool off on Friday and dry out as well. It's going to be a pretty nice day to wrap up the week. One of the factors, wind with these storms, not only here at the ground, but up at about 5,000 feet, what we call the low-level jet. A pretty good pocket of wind here right around the time those storms are moving through Thursday evening. Some of these purple colors kind of correspond with 50 to perhaps 60-mile-per-hour winds up at about 5,000 feet. And any taller storm could bring down some of that wind energy Thursday evening. So that's something we'll be keeping an eye on. Here's how I have things ranked as far as the threats. This is for Thursday evening. Again, the threats overall tomorrow evening are pretty marginal. I think there's a higher risk of severe weather Thursday evening. I put wind number 1, and number 2, there could be some hail with this. Now, when we talk about large hail, we're generally talking about an inch in diameter or greater, the kind of hail that can cause damage. Pea-size hail, like we had Sunday in some places, is generally kind of cool, but that's not severe hail. It's not the kind of hail that's going to dent your windshield or your siding or anything like that. So the odds of large hail, still pretty low, but I put us almost in the moderate category for damaging wind gusts as a possibility for Thursday evening. All right, sometimes our computer system here for the Day 3 severe weather outlook doesn't want to show it, but I'll draw it manually. The Storm Prediction Center does have us in the low risk of severe weather, kind of in a zone like this, for Thursday afternoon and evening. I think that's reasonable. Again, I do think the threat is higher than tomorrow evening. So kind of reviewing the next couple of days, the clock times are up here at the top. So pay attention to those. 2 rounds of storms, one tomorrow evening, the other Thursday evening, with Thursday evenings perhaps being a little bit more strong or perhaps severe. In between, there could be some showers, especially first thing Thursday morning, and then some residual showers after the storms leave Thursday night and very early in the morning hours on Friday. Again, of course, there's a chance for some lightning in any storms, and there could be some strong winds in those Thursday storms in particular. So that's kind of a review of everything I just showed you for midweek. So, of course, we'll have updates on all of this as we go into tomorrow. I'll probably do a little blog post tomorrow morning all about the severe weather threats. As we transition into the weekend, the cold front rolls through early Friday. Friday is a pretty tranquil day. Interesting what the modeling is trended towards for the weekend today, showing a flatter wave of low pressure. Yesterday it looked like Sunday would turn out to be kind of a rainy day. Now it looks like, at least according to the latest modeling, this low will be, whoops, we head back to where I was. This low will be faster moving. It'll be flatter, and what I mean is it's probably not going to intensify and come as far north. And so what that could mean is that we just get glanced perhaps by a little bit of rain Saturday night, and then the system pulls away pretty quickly on Sunday. So Sunday, at this point, not as ominous looking as it was looking yesterday. Could there be a little rain still? Yeah, I think that's still possible, but it doesn't look like the kind of washout that the modeling was showing yesterday. And then we should dry things out early on next week. Now, when we look at the longer range, becoming pretty impressed with the warm-up that is shown by the modeling here as we go towards the end of next week and into the final weekend of April. Here's that chilly air mass sticking around through about Monday. Then Tuesday we start to warm up. And look what happens here as we head towards the end of next week. This is Friday the 28th. Nice looking warm anomalies here across the eastern half of the country, showing pretty good warmth, even by April standards. And I think this could translate into highs in the 80s, not just upper 70s to around 80, but in the 80s as a possibility for next Friday and perhaps next Saturday, the 29th as well, before we cool off after that. This is just the European model I'm showing you, but other modeling is kind of singing the same tune here. So pretty impressive looking heat, perhaps, as we wrap up the month of April. But in the meantime, it is going to be cool, cooler than average, for probably 4 consecutive days, Friday through Monday, something we haven't seen since back in March. Thanks for tuning in to Weather for Weather Geeks this evening. Of course, I'll have a full update tonight on 21 News at 11. I'm going to look for a blog post from me, hopefully tomorrow morning, about the severe weather threat. And I'll have, of course, another update on Weather for Weather Geeks Wednesday evening. All right, have a great night, everyone.